Hello, friends. Uh, Hope everybody's enjoying a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I already got some recreation in this morning. I got outside and got to enjoy the beautiful, beautiful day. Came in the house, have a few chores to take care of, but I thought I'd go live here for a little bit. By way of introduction, I am David Pyro. I am an online entrepreneur, and I moved my health and nutrition, wellness and prevention business online a couple of years ago. So I get to enjoy just working from home. I'm in shorts, gym shorts, and sandals here, and I love working this way. And I get to choose when I want to work. Once again, I already got my recreation in for the day, and now I thought I would just go live here. And I was prompted to go live because, over the last 2 or 3 months, I've run into some situations where I was just running into people that are extremely frustrated with the results they're getting with their medicine. Well, let's put it this: the result they're not getting. So anyhow, then doctors can shift from one medication or same medicine but a different company. They can increase the dose, they can lower the dose. If you don't react well to one, they'll give you another one that's similar, made by a different company but in the same arena of the medicine. It's in the same arena. So anyhow, we get bounced from doctor to doctor. If you ask for a second opinion, it seems like they don't like that. But I think it's our right as patients. And we are just patients, and they are practicing on us. And it becomes very obvious that we are the guinea pigs, and they do call it a practice. And so they practice putting us on one medication to the other, to the next, to the next. And I've had my frustrations too. And I know countless other people. So I thought I had this presentation. It's not brand new, but it's not that old. But it's what your doctor was taught in med school about nutrition, what your doctor wasn't taught in med school about nutrition that you need to know. So we'll get right into it. It is a 4-part series. I'm just going to do part 1, and then that'll allow me to come back at another time to do part 2, 3, and 4. So anyhow, in this 4-part series, you'll learn what a doctor discovered that took him from supplement skeptic to super supporter. Dr. Skeptic when it came to nutrition. Anyhow, the core nutrients he used to heal his chronically ill wife, and what he now recommends to everyone, what to look for in a supplement, and the products I recommend. In today's first session, we'll cover the truth revealed, why physicians are disease and drug oriented, why you may not want to rely on your doctor alone for nutritional guidance, the story of a remarkable health turnaround and what she used to heal, the shocking stats that helped to convert a supplement skeptic doctor to a believer. And if you stay around, I do have the link, so have your pen and paper ready. You feel free to take notes. This will go up on my fan page on Facebook, so you can watch it anytime you want. And you can, if you stay till the end, I will give you a free download. It's my ebook on this same topic as what we speak of. So if you like what you hear and then you want a copy of it, you can get my ebook at the end of today's show. So physicians are disease oriented. I have the utmost respect for doctors, but as important and helpful as physicians are, the truth is they're disease oriented. They study disease, they look for disease. And in some cases, I feel like they invent them. There's a symptom and there is a diagnosis for everything anymore, it seems like. They're pharmaceutically trained to treat disease, and in order to do so, they know their drugs. They have to. They learn the side effects of drugs, and they work carefully to balance the benefits against any potential danger for the most part. Physicians know their drugs and don't hesitate to prescribe them. And a study estimates that in 1997, pharmacies filled more than 2.5 billion retail prescriptions in the United States alone. The sale of prescription drugs has more than doubled in just the past 8 years. Wow, these are alarming statistics. Who do you turn to when you want to protect your health? If drugs were the answer, why has our population experienced such an epidemic of chronic degenerative diseases? The problem lies in the fact that the current philosophy in medicine is to attack disease. Yet it makes perfect sense to simply prevent the disease and maintain our health rather than try to regain it after it has been lost. Prevention of disease should be the first order of business for any physician, but unfortunately, it is not. And prevention will always be less expensive than treating a disease. And this leaves you in a situation where you need to become educated on how to build health and avoid disease. Once again, prevention, health and nutrition, wellness and prevention. It's growing by leaps and bounds. Because doctors weren't taught how to build health using natural nutrition, it means you have to learn it yourself. But where do you go when you want to learn about the best way to prevent disease and protect your health? Is your doctor providing you with this information? Less than 6% of doctors get formal training in nutrition. It may shock you to discover that less than 6% of graduating physicians receive any formal training in nutrition. Not what they do, not what they're trained to do. And few physicians receive training in regard to nutritional supplementation. They get hearsay anecdotal evidence, usually from a pharmaceutical rep. Until recently, modern medicine has ignored the link between diet and disease. Scientists focused on finding the magic bullets that would wipe disease off the planet. Well, let me know when that happens. There is no doubt that the incredible advancements in science have vastly improved our health. Unfortunately, these advancements have created a false sense of security that no matter how serious the disease, the cure could be found through drugs and medical intervention. That is the mindset of most Americans, but this thought is shifting. By the end of World War II, people were concerned about nutrition. By the end of World War II, people who were concerned about nutrition and health were considered to be health nuts. Fast food restaurants offering high processed, high fat fare were the rage. Hamburgers, chicken nuggets, and French fries were in. Fresh fruits and vegetables were out. Diet was considered so important that few medical schools even offered courses in nutrition. Although doctors offered lip service to eating a well-balanced diet, few understood what that actually meant. If you will watch old movies, you've noticed that doctors are just as likely to engage in unhealthy habits, such as smoking cigarettes, as their patients. More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. There's a blast from the past. The old Camels, huh? There you go. At the same time, despite our superior medical knowledge, heart disease and cancer were dramatically increasing in the developed world, and a small group of researchers began to wonder why. What they found was that people who lived in poorer countries where the diet was rich in whole grains and unprocessed fruits and vegetables had measurably lower rates of cancer and heart disease than in the wealthier countries. Imagine that. In the beginning, many mainstream scientists dismissed these findings as pure coincidence, or that some populations may be genetically prone to develop different diseases. But when more thoughtful scientists began to take a closer look at these studies, they found that certain foods appeared to be proactive, or certain foods appeared to be protective against disease. There was no denying that people who ate an abundance of plant foods were healthier and lived longer than people who ate the traditional Western diet. Unfortunately, even today, economics still take priority over science for people's well-being. This has kept the focus on cures and not prevention. Conventional drug-oriented medicine may help us live longer, but will it help us live better? That is a very key question. You want to learn the basics of building health through nutrition? This is why this webinar is so important. Learning the basics about building and maintaining health through natural nutrition can have life-changing results. And the fact is, your doctor is unlikely to be able to help you on this topic. It's not what they were trained in. Unfortunately, nutrition is a massive subject, and you could easily take years trying to study the many facets of it. You don't have time to wait that long. The critically important information in this webinar series will give you a core understanding of what you need to know about vitamins and supplementation. This will enable you to become proactive in preserving the health you have. Here are some important points to keep in mind. 1, drugs and surgery alone don't cure diseases that kill most Americans. Your body can repair and renew its cells almost perfectly if given the nutrients it needs to do so. Genes do not determine disease on their own. In fact, genetics only plays 20%, is what we're told and taught. So you can control the other 80%. So genes, it's not always determined by your genes. People like to think it is, but that's a myth, that's a fallacy. A converted doctor, Dr. Ray Strand, author of the book, What Your Doctor Doesn't Know About Nutritional Medicine May Be Killing You, used to curl his toes when his patients would ask if they should be taking nutritional supplements. He used all the patented answers in the past. They're just snake oil. Vitamins just make expensive urine. You can get all the required nutrients by eating the right foods. All the patented answers. If his patients persisted, he told them nutritional supplements probably would not hurt them if they insisted. But they should take the cheapest ones they could find because vitamins most likely wouldn't help much either. Maybe you have heard some of these same comments from your physician. Ask them. Don't be afraid to ask. See what they tell you. So let's poll. Has your doctor or medical professional ever told you vitamins were not effective? I don't know if they ever told me directly, but I certainly have talked to other people who were told such information. For the first 23 years of his clinical practice, he simply did not believe in nutritional supplements. After several years, however, he has reconsidered his position based on recent studies published in the medical literature. What he found was so astonishing, he has changed the course of his medical practice. You could say he's converted. Why aren't more doctors responding this way? To start, physicians need to be skeptical in order to protect their patients against any schemes or products that could be harmful to their health, as if drugs aren't harmful. Another important reason is physicians must rely on scientific research studies conducted through double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trials, the standard in clinical medicine. This is because it's the most effective evidence available. Many physicians seem content to allow the pharmaceutical companies to determine new therapies as they develop new drugs. But if we are talking about prevention, it is our own bodies that are the best defense against developing diseases, not drugs. The unfortunate reality is that public health is notoriously unprofitable. People don't make a profit preventing disease. This is so true. They make a profit through medicine, treating critical, advanced stages of diseases. If drugs aren't the solution, what is? When Dr. Strand's wife became chronically ill with what they later learned was fibromyalgia, he became frustrated that he was a doctor and yet he couldn't help his own wife. He was just another husband looking on helplessly as his wife wasted away. When his wife's friend brought a collection of vitamin supplements to their house the next day with nutrients like vitamin E, vitamin C, and beta carotene that protect the body against the harmful effects of oxidation, His wife, Liz, eagerly swallowed them and downed a few health drinks as well. To his amazement, within 3 days, it was obvious she was better. He was happy for her, but confused. As subsequent days passed, Liz gained more energy and strength and even stayed up later in the evenings. After the weeks of faithfully swallowing many pills and consuming those strange-looking drinks, Liz felt so good that she stopped taking the steroids and the nebulizer treatments. 3 months passed, all bringing gradual improvement, and his wife Liz never looked back. What happened? Dr. Strand was dumbfounded. If he had not been an eyewitness to this transformation, he would have never believed it. Was it possible that some weird vitamins had restored his wife's health when all the medical expertise and medications could not help? He decided to run his own clinical trial. Dr. Strand was excited, amazed, but still optimistically cautious. So he went through his records to find five of his worst fibromyalgia patients and asked them to visit his office. He shared Liz's story with all of them and suggested they consider taking nutritional supplements. He decided to run his own clinical trial. He told each patient that he had no idea whether this alternative treatment would help, but it was worth a try. Typically, fibromyalgia sufferers are despondent, so each of his 5 subjects was very eager. After a period of time ranging from 3 to 6 months, without exception, each patient reported improvement after taking the vitamin supplements. He began to research supplementation. Dr. Strand was excited, but still optimistically cautious. While browsing through a bookstore, he saw a book by Dr. Kenneth Cooper called The Antioxidant Revolution. Dr. Cooper explained a process called oxidative stress, which he indicated was the underlying cause of chronic degenerative diseases. He devoured the book. When you understand the tremendous damage that oxidative stress inflicts during normal daily life on the human body, you realize how important it is to optimize your own natural defense system. Your health and life depend on it. Through his research, he learned that the strongest defense against these diseases is our body's own natural antioxidant and immune systems. These are far superior to any drugs he could prescribe. He concluded after much study that using nutritional supplementation on his patients is not alternative medicine, but it is instead complementary medicine. Nutritional supplementation is not about eradicating disease. It's about promoting vibrant health. He now strongly believes that there are significant health benefits in taking high-quality nutritional supplements, even if you are in excellent health. Put simply, the basic health benefits of nutritional supplements are an enhanced immune system, an enhanced antioxidant defense system, a decreased risk of coronary artery disease, a decreased risk of stroke and cancer, a decreased risk of arthritis, macular degeneration, and cataracts. Part of the reason he changed his mind is the poor quality of our diet. As Dr. Strand reflected on his first years of medical practice, he clearly remembered his own bias against nutritional supplements. He even remembers telling his patients that they could get everything they need from their food if they would just eat a healthy diet. Here are the shocking statistics that made him realize the need for supplementation. Approximately 40% of our calories in the typical American diet come from fat. 70% of the population do not eat any vegetables. Only 10% of the population meet the USDA guideline for eating a minimum of 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Do you know that most of us today are suffering from certain dangerous diet deficiencies, which cannot be remedied until the depleted soils from which our foods come are brought into proper mineral balance? So even if you're eating all natural, the soil's depleted by they farm on it too many years in a row, they don't rotate, and they don't. In the Bible, it says every 7 years you leave the field empty and you just plow it and allow the nutrients to return. That doesn't happen in modern day world. We're starving no matter how much we eat. The alarming fact is that foods, fruits, and vegetables and grains are now being raised on millions of acres of land that no longer contain enough of essential minerals. We are starving no matter how much we eat. Once again, even if we eat natural foods, is the mineral content in the soil for which it is grown. It has to be there for it to come up through the vegetables. And all the commercially grown produce is grown on soil that's depleted. Plants cannot create minerals. They must absorb them from the soil. And if our soils do not have these minerals, our plants will not have them either. It is a fact that our food is significantly deficient in vital nutrients. They said it better than I did. This is why eating a healthy diet as possible makes sense, and so does supplementing your diet with nutritional supplements. What to look for in a high-quality supplement. I did a little blog. Well, it's not quite up on my blog yet, but it's there, and it takes a little work getting it up on my website as a blog. But anyhow, let's review what you want to look for in a high-quality supplement. The final product, not just the raw material, has to be scientifically tested and approved. It's the finished product. Actual testing of the finished product is the most crucial part of clinical testing. This allows a manufacturer to evaluate if the vitamins and its components actually work as a whole. It is also the most expensive part. Companies need to go through protocols and also need the results studied and published in scientific and scholastic journals for their results to be considered as substantial. The sad thing is that many supplement manufacturers test the raw materials individually, but not the actual finished product, if they test them at all. They also do their own backyard testing with their own chemists and borrow from previously established studies. This happens a lot. Companies will steal good studies from other companies, and then they claim that they generically state that their products meet through these studies that they're good, but they're stealing the research. Imagine how prone to bias that is. But do you know why thousands of them can get away with it? It's because the FDA doesn't review supplements before they are marketed. If the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, reviewed what manufactured claimed, it would be easier to separate the good from the bad and the synthetic from the natural. I want to reveal important information some vitamin manufacturers do not want you to know. Most people aren't aware of it, but the ingredients of most vitamins and supplements are produced with little or no supervision. There's only a few companies that produce vitamins, and then they just change the label, and it's all marketing from that point. So you have no guarantee about the purity or quality of the raw ingredients. They don't have to test them, so why would they? Now, you may be wondering, where do you find a product that is guaranteed, uses gold standard research, and fits these stringent standards? I'm happy to report there is a natural line of nutritional supplement that fits this criteria, made by a company called Shaklee. Shaklee is an incredible company. They created one of their first food supplements over 100 years ago. They also put their products through an incredibly stringent screening process that surpasses even the pharmaceutical standards of the United States Pharmacopeia, the USP, call it. Shaklee's foundation regimens. Shaklee offers 3 great plans for core nutritional support: the Vitalizing Plan, the Life Plan, and the Essentials Plan. Let's start with Shaklee's premier supplement pack. Shaklee's Life Plan, the best, most comprehensive nutritional system in the world, bar none. Life Plan includes 30 days of the Life Energizing Shake and the Life Strip. Let's start with the Life Plan Shake, which is the core protein, means in the first place, in Greek or Latin, comes first. This power pack shake can give you more energy. It contains loads of high-quality protein. With its 16 grams of ultra-pure, plant-based, non-GMO protein, you'll feel a noticeable boost of energy throughout the day. It also offers a precise ratio of the 9 essential amino acids you require, ensuring you get a complete protein. Getting all 9 essentials You can go on to create the other 11. I think there's 21 or 22 altogether, but you need those 9 essential in a balanced amount. And that's what you get with the Life Shake. Finding a non-GMO, non-generic modified formulation is also very difficult. Even an FDA scientist has come out to question the use of genetically modified foods. This is just another reason I believe in Shaklee's Life Shake. They don't buckle and use GMO protein like so many others. It can also help you manage your weight. It's powered by leucine. Shaklee built on what they learned with their 180 weight management shake and made the smart decision to add the amino acid leucine to the Life Shake. So by getting that one amino acid and a little bit more of a volume within the shake, that leucine will help you maintain your muscle mass, and muscle mass will burn calories quicker. So it does kind of help you lose weight too. Leucine helps you lose inches while preserving lean muscle. This helps you achieve a healthier weight. It's built into the product. The Life Shake can also provide digestive and immune support. It even includes pre and probiotics. Unlike any other shake on the market, Shaklee scientists added a patented pre and probiotic into the formation to give you the healthy gut. This gives you 1 billion CFU, that's the good bacteria, of probiotics to support your digestive and immune health. Nothing could be more important. And now there's a direct correlation between your gut health and your mind. So they go hand in hand. Unfortunately, most of our diets don't have enough of these types of food that build a healthy flora, the good bacteria. The formula Shaklee put into its Life Shake is 5 times more effective in populating the bowel with healthy microbes than lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. Okay, big words, but ours is 5 times more effective in giving you the right kind of bacteria in the right place. The Life Shake can also increase cardio and cognitive health, and it includes omega-3 fatty acid. If that isn't enough, the shake also has alpha-linoleic acid, ALA, which is part of the essential omega-3 family. Interestingly, in the non-soy version, they've sourced a new protein called sacha inchi from the upper Amazon in Peru. It contains omega-3 in it naturally. The soy blend is also an excellent source of ALA, but it comes from flaxseed. And it's not just what's in it that matters. What's not in it is also important. It's gluten-free, lactose-free, and has no artificial flavor, sweeteners, or preservatives. And it's low glycemic and kosher. It's literally a food and a supplemental ration. Dr. Richard Brous, a chiropractor from Oregon, uses Shaklee Life Shake to help his patients. He calls it more than just a protein. Because it's so well balanced, he calls it a supplemental ration. Dr. Brous is awesome. I know Dr. Brous. He's really spot on. He's a cool guy and he's extremely smart. He has patients recovering from cancer, and it's the only thing they can handle. It stays down and it satisfies them. And then there's the Life Strip. Every Life Strip delivers pure and potent vitamins, minerals, omega-3 fatty acids, polyphenols, antioxidants, phytonutrients to help create the foundation for a longer, healthier life. Amen. Here's a quick overview of what's in each strip. Vivex, liquid gels, polyphenols to slow aging at the cellular level. What a product. The Omega Guard, the omega-3s for heart and brain health. And Omega Guard's great for, it is a cardio product, helps with brain health. If it was a drug, doctors would probably prescribe it for everything. Vitaly, multivitamin for complete nutrition and joint health. So you get all the vitamins, the essentials that we know you need. And there's also a B plus C complex for immune health and energy. Proven by science, the landmark study. This was an interesting study. The UC Berkeley conducted one of the largest studies of long-term supplementation and found that Shaklee supplement users had markedly better health than non-supplement users. 11% lower cholesterol ratios, a key marker for cardiovascular health. 33% lower levels of triglycerides, a critical biomarker for heart health. Everybody's trying to get their triglycerides into normal ranges. 36% of lower homocysteine, an indicator of brain and cognitive health. 59% lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key biomarker for long-term biological stress. Make your tomorrow amazing with one of Shaklee's nutritional systems. The Vitalizing Plan, that was the one we just went over. We also have the Life Plan, and we have the Essential Plan. Please visit my online shop to get yours today. Shop now. But I'm gonna give you a place. You can find me, and we have all these Facebook groups in there. I'm gonna make this real simple. And you can post what you like best, share with others what you like. Just watch the live. And I'm going to give you, I told you to have a pen and paper. Here's where you can find everything. You visit my hub site to find where to follow me, when my upcoming events are, and much, much more. And that hub site is simply davidpyro.com. Once again, that would be www.davidpyro.com. And as an online entrepreneur, I was acquiring, creating, with help from the Freedom Project, your Freedom Project. But we had to put these web properties somewhere. It made sense to create a hub site where everything starts and, originates from my hub site. So once again, my hub site, strongly encourage you. Sometimes I have it up when I do these promos, but I didn't want to have too many windows running, but it's simply davidpyro.com, www.davidpyro.com. And that hub site, really, I'm proud of it. It's a good site, and it's full of outstanding information. Want to talk? The best thing is for you to call me. Once again, I usually have a person who supports me when I go live and helps me, but I didn't have anybody. It was a Sunday afternoon. I wanted to go live, but my number is 814-243-5765, area code 814-243-5765. I take phone calls, which I'm old fashioned, so call me. You can text me, and that is a great way to get a hold of me. 814-243-5765. I did tell you to get a pen and paper at the beginning of the show. And next week, we're going to do session 2. This is a 4-part session. So anyhow, the importance of supplementing with protein and amino acids, the importance of a healthy flora for good digestion and better health. We touched on some of this. The telomeres, what they are and why they matter, and Shaklee's Life Strip and why it's so special. So download my gift. I'll paste in the link, but here's where I have it. Once again, I usually have a side man with me. There's a name for it. I can't think of it. But here, to download my book, once again, I told you to get a pen and paper. So it's the www.yourfreedomproject.com/ebook/view, and then WYD, which stands for what your doctor /127/0. So there it is. You can take a picture of it with your phone. You get that link, and you get everything I just told you and more, what your doctor wasn't taught in med school about nutrition that you need to know. That's page 1. There's the table of contents, and right through. So you would have this for a reference moving forward. I don't think I can get my hub site up. I think you have to do a reshare or something. I usually have a side swingman to help me, but I don't today. So although I have an online business, you don't have to be a tech genius. This Freedom Project will work with you and help you with your techie stuff. I love that I can get up in front of a few people and give a great presentation with factual information that actually can move you to better health. I think more and more people are coming to realize that it's up to them to be proactive with their health build your health, do everything you can. And it doesn't have to be a complete overhaul, just, add one or two things. And I always tell people to eliminate that which you know is absolutely not good for you, and then take some sensible supplementation and do everything you can, though, with the foods that are available. Eat as good as you can. But in today's modern day world, as we mentioned about the soil and everything else, it's almost impossible. If you don't have an organic garden in the backyard and you bring everything in at the peak of ripe, when it's perfected, the ripeness of and you bring it in and you steam it or eat it raw, you're not going to get all the vitamins and minerals. And that's if you're rotating your crops and keeping your soil fortified. So there's so much in today's modern day world that supplementation, I believe, is a necessity now to good health. But anyhow, that's today's program, a little bit long-winded. I love what I do. I love teaching people about health and nutrition, wellness, and prevention. And I hope part one of my 4-part series, What Your Doctor Wasn't Taught in Med School About Nutrition That You Need to Know. You take a picture, right there is the website. You can download this book and have this for a reference ongoing and forever. So that's it for today. Get out there, enjoy. It looks like we got an abundance of warm late spring, and summer's on the way. So it's good to have summer weather already. I love it. Get out, enjoy, take care. God bless, and bye for now.
I'm an icon, man. My girl about a 10. I should fuck her in a Benz.